Today on Community Watch, we're talking with Barbara Reeves, who represents the Alton Holman Heritage Arts Camp and Program. You need to watch the show. It's amazing what they do at these camps, and you might want to participate. Stay with us. Community Watch starts now. Welcome to Community Watch. Our guest today, I'm very excited to say, is Barbara Reeves. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
I am so glad to see you, and you've been busy. You've made all of these yourself.
No, I've made none of these.
Well, we need to talk about that then. Now, you are representing the AHAs.
Right, AHAS, which is Alton Holman Heritage Arts.
All right, so we're going to learn all about Alton Holman Heritage Arts today. But let's start with Alton himself.
Okay.
So who was Alton Holman?
Alton Holman was a man who lived in Cave Spring. He was a deaf man. And he was very involved in the scouting programs and in the community, and he was a phenomenal photographer. Mm-hmm. So when we met in 2000, a group of artists, teachers, like-minded people, and we decided that we wanted to form this group. We thought, who could we name it after? So we came up with Alton Holman. He has since died. Well, he died before we even named it after him, but his family is still in the area, and we contacted them to see if they would let us use his name. So we're kind of honoring him and the whole, deaf community, that kind of thing.
And he's a representative as a photographer.
Yes.
for the arts, which is the focus of the AHAs.
Right. What we did is we are modeled after the John C. Campbell Folk School, which is in North Carolina. Winnie Morrow, who is our executive director, she was teaching in school back before 2000, and their 4th or 5th grade would take a trip to John C. Campbell Folk School. They would take the whole kids up there. They'd stay for the week. They had residential camps for adults and for children. Well, they stopped doing the camps for children. So this is where we thought, well, we can help fill that gap. And all the arts that we do are arts that have been passed down generation to generation to generation.
As far as I know, there's nothing remotely like this in our area.
No, except for what we have available in pottery, at some pottery studios, and we have done pottery also. The limit there is when you have to do the firing and the day, if they're only there for 3 or 4 days. But no, I don't think there's anything like this anywhere near here.
And by heritage arts, there are arts that, I guess, skills that were handed down from generations.
Right.
Crafts and, we call them arts, but many of the things, if not all of the things that are made in the courses at the Heritage Arts program have a use or usefulness to them.
Yes. For example, we've done quilting, and quilt is a cover. Some of the things that we're doing at the camp, that's coming up. One of the things is the swagger stick, which is a walking stick, a little bit more than a walking stick actually. So the students will be making these, and this is for ages 10 and up. It's an intergenerational kind of experience. Leather work is one of the other things we're offering, and they might be making a key fob. Now, more advanced classes might work on a belt. we're not real positive of what's going to happen with our leather works, because we originally had a woman from Montana scheduled to come who is one of the top 10 leather workers in the country, but she is ill, so she's not going to be able to come. So we've got someone, we're not really sure what we're going to do with that. And of course there's crocheting, for blankets, sweaters, whatever. They can make a little bunny. And our market baskets, which
that is beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful. I mean, and it's amazing to watch the camp participants do this. I have sort of assisted in this class. Tissa Barton is going to be our teacher, and she's local. And it's really complicated how you do this, but it's very sturdy.
I mean, that is remarkable,
yeah,
really.
It is.
I don't know if the camera is catching it, but that is just it looks flawless to me.
Yeah, she's a great teacher, and every one of the teachers will have an assistant in there with them, and we limit the enrollment to 10 at the most in the classes, so we can, because it is all hands on, and we don't have any problems with discipline in our camps, because the kids are so excited, so involved in what they're doing.
Yeah.
And of course the adults too. Usually you don't have trouble with them with discipline, but then again.
Well, I do want to talk about some of these individual crafts, arts, but the camp in general, it's every year?
We try to do more than one camp a year.
Okay.
Of course, COVID put a,
Yes,
did
we'll
what
just
it
talk
did.
normally.
Normally we try to do a camp in the spring during like spring break, and one in the fall. We've done one over Christmas break. Our very first one that we did was in 2000. We did what we called a Christmas sampler, and we didn't charge the community for that, and they came in and we made ornaments and things like that. We've also had performing arts camps. And we're planning one in October, which will include storytelling and juggling, balloon art, and puppetry.
Wow.
So, but the theater camp that we used to do, it would culminate with it was a 2-week camp. And we're not doing the 2-week camps anymore, but it would culminate in a performance. And everyone had a part in the play, presentation, and we didn't, it wasn't competitive, and that's what we try to encourage.
So even though we are talking about a camp that's coming up in summer, pretty soon actually, really we're talking about something that's ongoing throughout the year at different times.
Right. We also have weekend workshops, which would be like a Friday evening, all day Saturday, and then Sunday afternoon. You only can do one class for those. For our camps, which are 4 days, 4.5 days sometimes, students get to do 2. They choose 2 classes and they make 2 objects.
That's great.
So,
now the summer camp, and go ahead and tell me the dates.
Okay, the dates are June. I'm sorry, I can't see in my notes right here. June.
Oh, I bet it's on this thing.
Yeah, it is. There you go.
June 29th.
June 29th through July 2nd.
Okay.
And it goes from 9 to 4. The location will be at the campus of the Cave Spring United Methodist Church, which is on 30 Alabama Street in Cave Spring. For 3 days, we go 9 to 4. The last day, which is a Sunday, it would be 2 to 4. And mainly what happens on Sunday is participants finish up any last minute things they have to do, and then we have what we call the pomp and trumpet, which is a huge display of all the items. So we invite parents to come, and the public is certainly welcome to come, and that'll be at 3:30 on that Sunday, July 2nd. Now, another thing that we're doing this year with the colonial crafts, since it's around the 4th of July, we are having some additional artisans come in to show their crafts.
Oh.
And one of the things that we'll be having is broom making. And here's a little example of brooms that have been made by campers.
Now the slightly larger one has a very interesting design on it.
Yeah, they're pretty complicated.
I like that. I mean, that's...
And we also have, there's a broom lore on here, talking about jumping the broom and all that kind of stuff. Good spirits do not live in a dirty room, sweep well. So,
Good, what now?
good spirits do not, no, wait a minute. Good spirits do not live in a dirty room.
Well, that...
Well, wait a minute. We might want the good spirits to come, but anyway, let me see what's a better
well,
one.
that makes sense. You know, the good spirits don't want to be in a dirty room. They come when you've broomed, when you've swept.
And a broom laid across the threshold on New Year's Day will keep away evil spirits. So there you go. If you've got that worry.
But they're also cool looking.
Yes, they are, and they have made larger ones too, depending on the skill of the participant.
Right.
If they have come already and made one type of broom.
So for this summer, you pick 2 classes.
Yes,
So is it like morning for one and afternoon for the other?
exactly.
And really, those days they have to be packed because
They are. Yes, they are.
In order to create something in that short of amount of time, you have to really get on it.
Yes, yes. Well, we keep them busy. It's amazing. They get it done, and of course, the instructors assist and the assistants assist.
Right.
But that's part of the reason that we go from ages 10 and up, because the skill level just of the fine motor skills that are involved in some of these projects
Right.
aren't developed yet. For that.
I'm curious about the and up part. So you could say have a 10-year-old in class with an 85-year-old.
Yes, yes.
That's fascinating.
Yes, and it's wonderful
Yeah.
because that interaction between the generations is definitely a good thing.
That really, I can't think of any other camp like that, just in terms of that age range. That's pretty remarkable.
Yeah.
Just in itself.
I don't think we've ever had any 85-year-olds, but
Well, I might surprise you when I get there. You never know.
That's true. That's true. But
I could very well need a few of these by that time.
right, the swagger stick.
If not, later today.
One of the other things that they'll be demonstrating is tatting, which is fine needlework at the demonstration on July 1st.
Huh.
And chair caning, we'll have someone doing that, and possibly knitting. Chair caning is fascinating. We'll be having a workshop with that in November. It'll be a weekend workshop, and you can bring your own chair if you have a chair that you want to be caned, or we will provide a chair for you, and you just pay for the caning, and you don't have to pay the tuition for the camp.
So it's sort of like the frame of a chair. I
Yes,
guess.
yes, with
Yeah.
the seat out, and sometimes the back is out. And what we're going to do this year is for those that don't bring their own chair, because of course if they bring their own chair, they take it home with them. All they have to do is pay for the materials, the caning materials. And we're going to have an auction of the chairs that are done on November 11th, which is the day that the Cave Spring merchants have their open house, and people can come and bid on their chairs or
That's well timed.
yeah.
We have to take a little break here.
Okay.
So please stay with us. Barbara Reeves is going to talk more about the AHAs group and all they're doing. You don't want to miss it. So we'll be right back.
You belong at Georgia Highlands College. As a university system of Georgia College, GHC offers high quality and career focused instruction at a fraction of the cost, with over 40 programs to choose from, including 8 career targeted bachelor's degrees, With small class sizes and personalized attention, our programs are designed to help you achieve your goals and make a positive impact in your community. So what are you waiting for? You belong at Georgia Highlands College.
Welcome back to Community Watch. I'm having a conversation with Barbara Reeves, who is representing the Alton Holman Heritage Arts Group, which offers courses in heritage arts coming up this summer, but also at different times through the year.
Yes.
So before we get lost in some of my other questions, let's share some contact information. So
Okay.
if someone's interested, how do they find out more?
Well, again, the next camp will be June 29th through July 2nd, and it's Colonial Crafts. And if you are interested in applying to attend, you can visit www.ahhas.org, ahas.org. And we also have a phone at 706-584-0660, or you can via email webmorrow, WEBMORROW @gmail.com. The tuition for this camp is $200, but we do have some scholarships available, so that's something you can check out. We try to work with everyone that wants to come. So again, www.ahhas.org. That's the website. Phone number 706-584-0660, or webmorrow, WEBMORROW @gmail.com.
And we can repeat those near the end.
Okay.
Just in case folks want to get something to write that down with.
Okay.
All right, so I was fascinated by, well, I know you wanted to share that little stool, but the pine needle thing, that's crazy.
Okay, these are some examples. I have several here of some of the things that we have offered at our camps. We don't have any coming up, but we will offer this again. They make these with pine needles, and it's just totally amazing. They're beautiful. A lot of times you see this kind of crafts out in the Midwest.
Huh?
Well, Southwest, actually. The Native Americans made a lot of these. So it's just, it's tedious, as you can imagine.
Oh my gosh.
And I can't personally say I've made one of these because I don't think I could. But it is incredible. Of course, the beginners would do a smaller.
That is
smaller.
amazing, though.
Now sometimes the instructor will have this part done for them, and then they have to follow and put it in there. But they're absolutely beautiful.
I'm impressed.
And
I
they're
am so
very
impressed.
sturdy. Another thing that we will offer woodworking in our next camp, and that's with the swagger sticks will be made. It's up to the instructor as to what they want to do, but one of the other things that have been made in the woodworking classes are little step stools. So
That's very nice looking.
yes, it is. It's very good. They have to cut them and sand them, and then once they get it sanded, they can paint it. It's a lot of work and a lot of effort, and they stick to it and they get it done.
All right, I'm curious how the choices are made. How do you decide what to offer? Which of the arts or the crafts you want to include in a camp?
Okay, what we try to do is we look at what we have offered, say, in the past year, so that returning campers can have an opportunity to do something else. Some of them like to do the same thing over and over again, because they do get to make and take whatever they, decide to do. So and a lot of it has to do with the availability of the instructors, because these instructors come from all over our man who's going to be doing our swagger sticks is from Florida, and I've seen him teach pine needle baskets too, but he's doing this this time, and our crochet instructor is from Center, Alabama, which isn't too far. Like I said, our initial leatherwork person was coming from Montana, but that didn't happen due to illness. But that we kind of look and kind of see what we've done, and if someone, we do a survey every year. Every time we have a camp, and we ask, what courses would you like to see offered, or what was your favorite, and things like that. So that's how we kind of determine what we're going to do. But we offer a wide variety of things. There's tin making. There's Pasanki eggs, which is kind of like the Ukrainian eggs.
But you have to have you have to have surgeon's hands for those.
Yes, and we've done copper enameling, and making jewelry. So it's just all kinds of different things. What else? Oh, this is inkle weaving. We have looms, and we teach them how to weave. So this would be a cool little belt for somebody to make, or a whatever. Some of the other. This is a neat thing. I just want to put this on.
I was wondering what that was.
I just want to put this on. This is made from felt, and it's a hat, and they use balls to as the, to make the felt stick to it.
Oh.
They use that as a mold, I guess I would say. That's how you get the roundness out of it. So. And I've seen a lot of the classes done, and they're pretty interesting. I'm trying to think what else we've
so
offered.
many of them represent a practice that is rarely seen anymore. I mean, I think that is what always struck me about the Holman Heritage Arts camps and workshops, I guess you call them, is that they kind of not only celebrate a historical talent and skill, but allow it to be continued.
To perpetuate, yes, and that's part of it, because a lot of this could get lost easily. Yeah. And it really is amazing to see the campers get so excited about what they're doing. And
now these sticks are included in the summer's camp. That's one of the classes,
that's what they will be making in woodworking.
This is pretty sturdy.
Yeah.
It could easily be used to as a cane. I actually see some weapon potential in it, but hopefully that won't be necessary. But it's definitely strong enough to use as a real cane. Other than the fact, or in addition to the fact that it just looks so great.
Right.
I'm very curious how this is done. I mean,
I actually haven't ever seen these been made, so I'll be interested to see how they do it too. It is amazing of the process that the instructors have, and how they start with one thing and they come up with these things. And basketry is amazing how you have to use clothespins, and it's a lot of weaving skills. It takes patience, but you got
it. And the thing that the variety, not just of the summer, but that you offer different things through the year. So someone who enjoys the summer's camp, say, should not at all feel like they've done it.
Right,
it's done,
right.
Because you offer new stuff through the year.
Right.
So the idea that that can be a continual relationship with learning these skills and creating these
And
wonderful
some
things.
of the campers have gone on to become instructors. They've
Really?
done so well and can teach the other.
Now that's
the others.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
ideal.
I'm trying to see what else we're going to be having. I mentioned the chair caning in November. We have a tentative Christmas break camps. We're not real sure. But some of the things that we're looking at for that is wood carving, silver clay. I'm not sure what that is. Weaving, which, this is the weaving. Tin craft, making ornaments from tin. I know that they've made cookie cutters and things like that. And the Pasanki eggs, which are using the wax and making the beautiful designs.
Wow.
So.
Well, I am just so impressed at these different items, and also just the fact that y'all have seen the value in learning these skills and practicing this art to have it continued,
Right.
have it perpetuated, because really, I don't see that happening anywhere else. All right, so the classes again. I know they're in Cave Spring.
At the Cave Spring United Methodist Church campus. There will be some classes in the fellowship hall, and then we have an annex building that we'll use, and maybe one of the little buildings inside the sanctuary, and one of the rooms inside the sanctuary, actually.
So when someone signs up, they don't need to worry about bringing them any materials, do
No,
they? So
no. All the materials
that-
are provided. That's included in the fee. They do need to bring their lunch, and we do provide a snack twice a day, mid morning and mid afternoon. One of the other things that we do, which carries over from the John C. Campbell Folk School, is what we call morning song and noon song, and it's a gathering. Of the participants and the instructors, and we have entertainment. We have people playing instruments, dulcimers, guitars. We've had drums, whatever. We've had storytelling. We've had Kool-Aid the Clown came and showed some balloon art for the kids. That was really fun. And what else have we had?
And it's ages 10 and up.
10 and up, but that's always a fun part of the day too, because we can invite other people in the community to come in and perform and let the kids see some of these traditional arts that way too.
Well, we only have a short time left, so do you want to give that contact information one more time?
Again, the next camp will be held June 29th through July 2nd, 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. On Saturday afternoon around 2, the participants will be outside doing their projects, and along with additional people coming to demonstrate broom making, tatting, chair caning, and maybe knitting, and anybody else we can get to come.
How do they reach?
If you're interested in getting an application, you can go to the AHAS website, which is www.ahas.org. And that's all
That's good.
lowercase.
That's good.
And phone number 706-584-0660, or email webmorrow, WEBMORROW @gmail.com.
Thank you for being with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you for being with us this week on Community Watch. We'll see you next time.